Thank you so much, Emperor, for your report. And of course, we'll touch base with you as soon as possible. We expect that collation start because I'm looking at the portal. So thank you, Emperor. Thank you for reporting.
Activity was also picking up
behind
him.
I'm looking at the iREV. I see that in Kaduna, 23 local governments. There is no local government that has uploaded complete result yet. I'm wondering why some are really done well, almost there. Some are as low as Benin, for instance. Out of the 263 results, we just have 5 that has been uploaded. So you can see the iREV portal.
Well, that's not to say that we don't have some.
Yes.
Zaria local government.
Yeah, I mean complete.
Yeah, out of 5. Well, you're correct.
Complete. No. At least from iREV, there's no local government that has fully uploaded all of the results from the polling unit, and there could be reasons, maybe cancellations or it's not ready and all of that. So. For those who are not familiar with iREV, it's INEC result viewing portal. So you just go and type iREV, I-R-E-V.
No, maybe help yourself. INEC election results.ng.
Yeah, that's even going to, but just say iREV portal, and then
it'll bring it up.
It's just you participating in the entire process just to engender transparency. So that's iREV portal. Go to every state of the federation. You will see result from governorship to State House of Assembly elections, apart from states where governorship elections are not holding. Now, okay, let's bring the conversation back here into the studio. We're being joined by some of our guests. We have with us right here in our Lagos studio, Professor Ademola Abbas, Professor of International Law and Global Security. Is also an analyst. Welcome to the studio, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And also joining us virtually is an iREV analyst, senior research fellow, Institute for Development Studies, University of Nigeria, Enugu, Nsukka. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Anwosu.
Can you hear me from here?
Yes, we can hear you quite well. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I wanted to just, Professor, since this is his area in terms of international law and global security, let's come to local security. Let's begin with local security. Your general...
Before we bring him on, I understand that we have a guest in Kano
In Kano,
State.
Okay.
Yeah, who is it Kano, Abuja?
That
yes,
should
be
Abdul
Kadir Sani. He is a legal practitioner. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Sani.
Again.
Yes.
We'll come to you.
Thank you for that.
In a short while,
for that mix-up.
Jeffrey, go ahead.
I must apologize to Mr. Sani for the mix-up. I didn't know it was already standing by.
Or sitting by.
Sitting by. Let's come back to you, Prof. You've heard of what happened across board. I'm sure you've been following what's been happening. We've heard of ad hoc staff being kidnapped. Luckily, they've been released. We've heard of incidents of violence, even the voter suppression in parts of Lagos and all of that. So your general outlook, overview rather, of the exercise that happened yesterday.
Thank you very much for having me again. Look, I've been monitoring like a lot of Nigerians, in the last 24 hours, and the general feel across the country is that at least in terms of the conduct of the elections itself, INEC improved substantially in certain areas. In the areas of operation of the beavers, then 2 in terms of, uploading, real-time or no real-time, but at least I think the general view is that in some areas, uploading has got up to 80-something%, which is not bad within the last 24 hours if you compare it to what happened before. But in terms of security, I think there's still a lot for us to do. I think part of our problem is that we're dealing with this security issue in isolation of the whole country itself. Nigeria is Nigeria. The election we're talking about is taking place within a polity called Nigeria. Before the elections came by, we already had massive security problems, which were only worsened by the fact that then we had this issue of cashless economy, which accentuated whatever problem you already had on ground in terms of insecurity. There was a lot of pent-up anger before the cashless policy came in. Cashless policy came in, worsened that. Then you have the usual political medley and the madness that has characterized our political landscape for a long time. So if you were to respond to it, you would say, well, we've seen, I listened to the police commissioners of certain states who claim that they responded effectively and timely to incidents and so on and so forth. What we should be asking ourselves, the discussion actually should be more about prevention rather than reacting. I think we spend a lot of time focusing on whether the police or the other, members of security apparatus, whether they actually respond effectively or not. Effective response is not when you respond only on the day of the incident, but what you actually do before that comes in. We have about abduction of staff, INEC staff. Abductions were happening in Nigeria before the election. So are we focusing on that now because they were INEC staff? What I'm saying is that we need to take security in a much more holistic manner. I think I was listening overnight to one of your guests, who, I think maybe yesterday or about 3 a.m. this morning, and who was talking about the fact that the police got about 64 billion naira during this particular time in terms of budget, in terms of running there. And you begin to wonder, what is that money used for? I guess you can also be asking yourself a question, that how many billions did INEC get before you have this kind of a problem? So what I'm saying in essence is that security might have improved, from where we're coming at from the last February 25th, but it's still a long, long way from what we actually desire in this country.
Well, let me put this out just before we take on another of our guests. We understand that some people in some parts of Nigeria are looking at some analyses and wondering, whether or not it is something significant. First, to put it out there, that Channels Television engages people who have specialty in their own areas to give their opinion of whatever the issues are, and we're always happy to have them. However, let it be on record and known to everyone that according to the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, only what INEC says holds. As far as the elections are concerned, only what INEC says about election results should be taken seriously. Anything that anyone else says should be either completely discountenanced or only held with a pinch of salt until you have heard from INEC. Please percolate this information to as many people as you can, so that no matter what anyone says, no matter what's on social media, if it is not from INEC, then tell them it is not true until you hear from INEC. That said, let me ask Mr. Ben Wosu. You heard Professor Abbas begin by talking about how long this seems to be taking us. Talk to us from the development perspective. 24 years into this Fourth Republic, the first time Nigeria is having a democratic experience this long. Up until this time, 24 years down the line. Now, those who are wondering whether or not we have actually made progress, even though it's been 24 years into this experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me look at it this way. We are evolving in terms of the global context of certain development in technology, and that is ICT. That is the general drive to adopt some of the benefits of progress that is recorded in technology, and see how they could support our electoral process. But while adopting that technology, there is one area where we seem to remain stagnant, and that is attitude. You could adopt all the technologies in the world if there is no change or transformation in attitude, both in terms of those who manage the elections and those for whom the elections are meant for, then it is quite difficult to really agree that some significant development has taken place. Now, I'll put it this way, that in 1999, there were results, reports of multiple electoral malpractice, ballot snatching, alteration of election results. Down to 2023, we now have beavers, that is a component of the ICT, which is supposed to support the process. And what it helps us to do is to now clarify doubts about who actually voted, whether they are human beings, the number of people that voted, and all that. Now, while this is happening, the same attitude of ballot snatching, the same attitude of voter suppression, and even a newer dimension, which is differential citizenship, beginning to deepen in our electoral practice. By differential citizenship, I mean a situation where people are sorted out and given limitations about their levels of participation in the political process, depending on the location where they find themselves. I am not sure that much of this happened in 1999, 2003, and 2000. Now, 24 years down the line, we are seeing people being told, well, you are not from here, you are not going to vote here. Or if you are going to vote, we must tell you whom to vote for. So in terms of political development, I would see that there are efforts to enhance technological adoption of the electoral institution, and yet there's a corresponding effort to reject what the same technology is supposed to do to the electoral process. So it's neither here nor there. One would not be too quick to admit that we have meaningfully developed, but in terms of growth, at least we are adopting repertoires of technology, which hopefully in the fullness of time, when Nigerians adopt the right kind of attitude that drives democracy, at such time we would probably begin to nod our heads to say, well, we are developing.
It's very interesting. I mean,
yeah.
There are three words that are playing, you know, as you converse with us now. There's development, there's progress, there is growth. Sometimes one doesn't even know which one should be used, because it would seem like, okay, we're making progress in certain areas, but in some other areas we seem to be stagnating. For instance, the ballot box snatching and destruction were as rife at this time, well, maybe not as significantly, but it happened in the Second Republic, which was about 40, thereabout years ago. And here we are still talking about ballot boxes. Maybe, as Professor Mahmoud Yakub said at some point, we're making progress slowly, or we're making haste slowly. Let me take you on, Mr. Sonny. You were speaking to us yesterday about the law and how to apply it, especially when it concerns election offenses. But concerning this same thing, we've spoken this morning also about what the law says about cancellation of results. We're trying to find out. Of course, a former INEC commissioner spoke to us about that, you know, when we put that question to him. There are those who are already calling for, is it cancellation or postponement or whatever it is, saying that, look, there are some things that are happening and it is disturbing, especially concerning the results, given the process that brought us thus far. What does the law say about that? So people can know it is not just something that can be done based on our sentiments, on our perceptions, on our feelings, but the law. What does the law say about when an election is invalid or should be cancelled or suspended and all of that?
Okay. Let me not go into legal specifics since I'm not a law. Oh, is the question for me?
Ms. Rosso, it's actually for Mr. Kadir in Kano, please.
Okay, it's fine.
Mr. Kadir, do go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, please go ahead. Did you hear the question?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
We'll perhaps come back to that. We have a lawyer here. So
Yes.
Professor, if
Maybe,
you could just
maybe
dive
you
in.
respond to that question by Ayo.
Well, thanks, Ayo. I won't respond in terms of the specifics of the legal parameters, and that is because, look, the law is not a brooding omnipotence in the sky. Whatever interpretation you give to the Electoral Act, whatever the law has said, is subject to different interpretations, and you do not want to basically wrong foot. I think it's just the same kind of question we had regarding the question of whether, when we talk about a candidate getting 25% of all states, including the FCT, you would think the letters of I'm a professor of law, and you know, it could be disjunctive, it could be contextual, it could be anything. And that is why I try to sort of stay clear, especially because, and I think one thing the Supreme Court has done very well is to come out and say it doesn't want to be scapegoated. And that's a fantastic
Just a pause, you'll continue right there, but just to inform our viewers that you may be seeing an inbox of the collation process in your state ongoing at this time. And then as, of course, events unfold from other parts of the country, we'll keep you abreast. That's the collation process, which is already ongoing there from the various local governments and all of that. As events unfold, certainly we'll keep you posted. A quick one again, that is the process in Oyo State as at this moment. Professor Ross.
Yeah, thanks. And as I was saying,
just let's hear some of that going on.
PDP 21700 21700.
It's not that.
I will dust that audio up and let you see it, but let you hear what's going on there. But don't be surprised to see the inbox of the video from Oyo State as we go on. So let's continue with Professor Abbas.
Thank you very much. So as I was saying, look, but it doesn't mean that there is no provision of the law governing if there is violence, for instance, in a particular polling booth. You cancel that. But it doesn't mean that you have to cancel the entirety of, look, I think sometimes we are in too much of a haste. I've listened to a lot of commentators and this and that. There's been a lot of aspersion. I mean, just a few minutes ago, somebody was talking about miracle. I think one of your reporters, that the miracle of beavers. I think the problem is because, yeah, you know, I think, sorry, election observer. I think the problem with us, and part of our problem as a people is that, first, I must admit there is trust deficit in the country. Let's appeal to that. But beyond that is the fact that we are not very tolerant of our own virtues sometimes, of our own systems. I put it this way. We complained bitterly in some situations on February 25th that elections didn't go very well, that the INEC did not do what it was supposed to do. And we railed down, hell and brimstones on INEC. Now, 2 weeks after that, INEC then, to some extent, delivered on the same thing we said did not deliver on. Couldn't we say INEC learned lessons from whatever it did wrong on February 25th and improved on that? So it's not a miracle. It's INEC going back, I would think. And that only happens when we begin to give ourselves some benefit of doubt. Look at, as an example, we're talking about iREV not uploading results automatically and this and that. Look, even in the most mega democracies in the world, you do have glitches. Let me just put you back, 2019. I'm sure you remember this episode when Elon Musk was going to launch the Cybertruck and that the screen could not be broken. Elon Musk was there on the stage, the Cybertruck was there, 2019 precisely, and he was absolutely sure, this was the richest person in the world, that they had spent billions of dollars on that particular truck, Cybertruck, if you remember. It was not a hammer that they used, just an object thrown into the window and shattered completely. Are we going to say the process was rigged by Elon Musk himself to ridicule himself on national television? The answer is no. Do you know how much NASA and other space agencies put in research on launching a single rocket into the airspace? But at the very moment, after sometime 20, 15 years of research, of investment, at the very moment, look, what I'm saying is that technology sometimes glitch. It's natural, but I think because we've come to this state in which I don't trust the next person. even now we're beginning to read as an example, and you remember 2 weeks ago I said something here. I have no problem whatsoever by anybody, whichever political leaning you belong to, that you feel you have been cheated or there are genuine grievances. You have a right to go to the court of law and bring it on. What I personally think will be the problem, as an example, is what I call the Trump grievance. What I call the Trump grievance is when you say to somebody, unless my candidate wins, then the process is fraudulent. Even before the elections that brought in Biden took place in the US, Trump came out and said, unless I win, the election will be fraudulent. So it doesn't matter what you do. He'd already made up his mind. And to a large extent, Duterte did the same thing, followed the same thing in the Philippines. And of recent, Bolsonaro in Brazil followed the same thing. That is also a functionality of the kind of rhetoric, the fair rhetorics, and the unmanaged expectations that sometimes political leaders hand down to their followers. Once you've put yourself out as an angel, that I must win this election, and you've told your band of followers, and I'm not talking about a particular party, it cuts across all the parties, and you've told your followers that this election is ours to win, whatever happens, and you've set them up, suddenly then you lose the election, then suddenly the system is faulty. And I'm not saying that there were no problems with the way the elections have been conducted.
I think you aced it when you talked about the trust deficit. Perhaps that should be the primary focus of whichever government,
Precisely.
state
But I
or
hear that
federal
problem
level.
is 200 years old.
Well, yes, but even at that, even if it's just a young marriage of 2 weeks. But right now, we need to go to Oyo State. We mentioned to you earlier, the counting is well, announcement of some results are already going on in Oyo. Let's take a listen.
2929, Party BP 05, Party BP 05, Party LP 16, Party LP 16, Party NNPP 02, NNPP 02, Party NRM 32, NRM 32, Party PDP 9199, PDP 9199, Party SDP 19, SDP 19, Party YPP 08, YPP 08. Total valid votes 17648. Total valid votes 17648. Rejected votes 335. Rejected votes 335. Total votes cast 17983. Total votes cast 17983.
Thank you very much. Any cancellation?
There was no cancellation.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, please submit accordingly. The next is Shaki East. Next local government, Shaki East, please. Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Olaleko Ilesomi, Electoral Station East Local Government.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Monica Omoyen Aneni. I am a lecturer at the Department of Classics, University of Ibadan. I'm the local government collation officer for Saki East. Thank you.
You're welcome. So please go ahead with your presentation.
All right. These are the numbers for Saki East. Number of registered voters, 48069. Number of registered voters, 48069. Number of accredited voters, 14337. Number of accredited voters, 14337. It's on airplane mode. I've turned it. Hello? I'm sorry for the disturbance. I will start all over again. Number of registered voters, 48069. Number of registered voters, 48069. Number of accredited voters, 14337. Number of accredited voters, 14337. Now I go ahead to list the scores for the political parties. A 188. A 188. AA 00. AA 00. Double zero. That's zero. Okay. I'm sorry. AAC 02. AAC 02. ADC 17. ADC 17. ADP 26. ADP 26. APC 5519. APC 5519. ABGA 05. ABGA 05. APM 03. APM 03. APP 41. APP 41. BP 02. BP 02. LP 07. LP 07. NNPP 35. NNPP 35. NRM 23. NRM 23. PDP 8374. PDP 8374. SDP 08. SDP 08. YPP 04. YPP 04. Total valid votes 14254. Total valid votes 14254. Rejected votes 83. Rejected votes 83. Total votes cast 14337. Total votes cast 14337. Thank you, sir, for listening.
Any cancellation?
No cancellation, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bless you.
Surulere local government, please.
Surulere local government.
Kindly switch off your phone as you come forward, please.
Okay, you are welcome. Yeah. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Pastor Bosede Adenike, Electoral Officer, Surulere Local Government, Iresaju.
My name is Olayinka Ayotunde Oridiba. I'm the coalition officer for Surulere local.
Welcome. Please go ahead with your presentation.
Number of registered voters for Surulere local government was 72523. Registered voters 72523. Number of accredited voters 25676. Accredited voters 25676. The vote cast for the parties: Party A 271. Party A 271. AA 04. AA 04. AAC 04. AAC 04. ADC 59. ADC 59. ADP 83. ADP 83. APC 882. Sorry, I'll say that again. APC 8882. APC 8882. ABGA 16. ABGA 16. APM 09. APM 09. APP 89. APP 89. BP 03. BP 03. LP 173. LP 173. NNPP 30. NNPP 30. NRM 46. NRM 46. PDP 15554. PDP 15554. 15,554. SDP 15. SDP 15. YPP 10. YPP 10. Total valid votes 25248. Total valid votes 25248. So which point please? Okay. Number of registered voters 72523. Number of registered voters 72523. Number of accredited voters 25676. Accredited voters 25676. Party A 271. Party A 271. Party AA 04. AA 04. AAC 04. AAC 04. ADC 59. ADC 59. ADC 59. 59. ADC 59. ADP 83. ADP 83. APC 8882. APC 8,882. ABGA 16, ABGA 16, APM 09, APM 09, APP 89, APP 89, BP 03, BP 03, LP 173, LP 173, NNPP 30, NNPP 30, NRM 46, NRM 46, PDP 15554, PDP 15,554, SDP 15, SDP 15, YPP 10, YPP 10. Total valid votes 25248. Total valid votes 25,248. Rejected votes 428. Rejected votes 428. Total votes cast 25676. Total votes cast 25,676.
Thank you. Welcome. Any cancellation?
Yes, sir. We had one cancellation, one polling unit.
And what?
Ward 5.
The reason behind the cancellation, please.
The beavers and ballot box were snatched at gunpoint. The ballot papers and the beavers were snatched.
Please report accordingly and
yes,
then make your submission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have the local government around? Please move forward.
My name is Aki Elizabeth Adebola, electoral officer in Tesiwaju local government, Otu.
My name is Adewu Makaiba Abayomi, the collation officer for Tesiwaju local government. Petition. Number of registered voters 4, 5, 4, 3, 7. 4, 5, 4, 3, 7. Okay, please go ahead. Number of accredited voters 1, 5, 0, 0, 3. 1, 5, 0, 0, 3. Okay. Party A. 2, 0, 3, 6. 2, 0, 3, 6. Party AA. 2, 7. 2, 7. AAC 09. Party AAC 09. Party ADC 17. 17. 17. 17. ADP 26. ADP 26.
26. 26. APC 4597. 4 5 APC 4597. Yes. ABGA 11. ABGA 11. APN 03. APN 03. APP 02. APP 02. BP 0. BP 0. LP 09. LP 09. NNPP 01. 01. NRN 25. 25. PDP 8034. PDP 8034. SDP 40. SDP 40. YPP 02. YPP 02. Total valid votes 14839. 14839. Rejected votes 162. Rejected votes 162. Total votes cast 15001. Total votes cast 15001.
Thank you very much. Any cancellation?
No.
No. Okay, thank you very much. Please your submission accordingly.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, only one. Please move forward. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Good morning. I am Dr. Murtala Kewuyemi Karim Irida, University of Ibadan.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Alabi Oluwole Michael. I Alabiruwole Michael, the electoral officer.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm presenting Ogolua, number of registered voters. Four, 47,621. 47,621. Number of accredited voters. 17045. 17045. Party A 50 50 50. Party AA 0. Party AA 0. Party AAC 3. Party AAC 3. 03. Party ADC 38. 38. Party ADP 48. ADP.
What did you call ADC?
Party ADC 38. Party ADC 38. Party ADC 38. Party ADP 48. Party ADP 48. Party APC 5570. Party APC 5570. Party APGA 6. Party APGA 6 06. Party APM 05. Party APM 05. Party APP 71. Party APP 71. Party BP 101. Party BP 01. Party LP. Party LP 17. Party LP 17. Party NNPP 05. Party NNPP 05. Party NRM 26. Party NRM 26. PDP 10930. Party PDP 10930. Party PDP 10930. Party SDP 05. Party SDP 05. Party YPP 03. Party YPP 03. Total valid vote 16. Total valid. This one. valid votes 16778. Rejected votes 267. Rejected votes 267. Total votes cast 17045. Total votes cast 17045. I seek your approval.
Thank you, you're welcome. Any cancellation?
I have one.
Okay. Which is the
Ward 8, Polling Unit 9 dispensary. Ward 8, Odoaba. Polling Unit 9 dispensary.
Okay. What was the reason for that?
Disruption and violence.
And violence.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So please make the necessary reports and then submit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next local government is Repo local government. We have EOs around this. So please kindly move forward with the collation officer. Go ahead with production. Tijani Musa, collation officer for Repo local government.
My name is Mr. Undekun M.A., electoral officer in Repo local government.
Thank you very much. Go ahead with the presentation, please.
Number of registered voters 57347. 57347. Number of accredited voters 17988. 17988. Party A 388. Party A 388. Party AA 0. Party A 0. Party AAC 01. AAC 01. ADC 20. ADC 20. From Party A 388. Party A 388. Party AA 00. Party AA 00. Party AA
41. ADP 41. 41. 41. APC 9785. APC 9785. ABGA 07. ABGA 07. APM 02. APM 02. APP 131. APP 131. BP 01. BP 01. LP 03. LP 03. NNPP 01. NNPP 01. NRM 15. NRM 15. PDP 7193. PDP 7193. SDP 242. SDP 242. YPP 01. Total valid votes 17831. 17831. Rejected votes 157. 157. Total votes cast 17988. 17988.
Okay, thank you. Any cancellation?
No cancellation.
No. Okay, thank you very much. Please make your submissions. Next.
Let's look at government to move forward. Hello, Shogo.
Okay, go introduce yourself, please.
My name is Adeleka Sunday Oluwafemi, electoral officer, Olorunsogo local government.
Thank you. Welcome.
My name is Professor R.O. Awodoyi, Crop Protection and Environmental Biology, University of Ibadan. I served as LG Collation Officer for Olorunsogo local government of Oyo State. I present the result of governorship election. Number of registered voters, 39,937. 39,937. Number of accredited voters, 12412. 12,412. Party A, 998. 998. Party AA, 03. Party AA, 03. Party AA's 06. Party ADC 1717. Party APP 22. Party APC 4851. 4851. 4,851. Party ABGA 077. Party APM 011. Party APP 2727. Party PP 011. Party LP 044. Party NNPP 1616. Party NRM 1313. Party PDP 5838. 5,838. Party SDP 108. 108. Party YPP 066. Total valid votes 11918. 11,918. Rejected votes 115. Total votes cast 12033. 12,033.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Any cancellation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please let's know the reason
The
behind
polling unit 03 at Ward 1 was cancelled due to overvoting.
Overvoting. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, please report accordingly and make your submission. Thank you.
Government is in the northeast.
Is my name.
Okay, you are welcome, please.
Electoral Officer Ibadan, Northeast, Agugu, Ibadan. Thank you. I'm Fakolade Olufemi Aremu. I'm a professor of special needs education, University of Ibadan. And I'm the local government collation officer for Ibadan Northeast. Number of registered voters 169561. 169561. Number of accredited voters 41217. 41217. Parties now. Party A 1564. 1564. Party AA 57. Party AA 57. Party AAC 17. Party AAC 17. Party ADC 94. Party ADC 94. Party ADP 120. Party ADP 120. Party APC 8486. Party APC 8486. Party APGA 17. Party APGA 17. Party APM 18. Party APM 18. Party APP 54. Party APP 54. Party BP. Party BP 10. Party BP 10. Party LP 61. Party LP 61. Party NNPP 138. Party NNPP
APM 02. APM 02. APP 131. APP 131. BP 01. BP 01. LP 03. LP 03. NNPP 01. NNPP 01. NRM 15. NRM 15. PDP 7193. PDP 7193. SDP 242. SDP 242. YPP 01. Total valid votes 17831. 17831. Rejected votes 157. 157. Total votes cast 17988. 17988. Okay, thank you. Any cancellation?
No cancellation.
No. Okay, thank you very much. Please make your submissions. Next.
Let's look at government to move forward. Hello, Shogo.
Okay, go introduce yourself, please.
My name is Adeleka Sunday Oluwafemi, Electoral Officer, Olorunsogo Local Government.
Thank you. Welcome.
My name is Professor R.O. Awodoyi, Crop Protection and Environmental Biology, University of Ibadan. I served as LG Collation Officer for Olorunsogo Local Government of Oyo State. I present the result of governorship election. Number of registered voters, 39,937. 39,937. Number of accredited voters, 12412. 12,412. Party A, 998. 998. Party AA, 03. Party AA, 03. Party A is 06. Party ADC, 1717. Party ADP, 22. Party APC, 4851. 4851. 4,851. Party APGA, 077. Party APM 011. Party APP 2727. Party PP 011. Party LP 044. Party NNPP 1616. Party NRM 1313. Party PDP 5838. 5,838. Party SDP 108. 108. Party YPP 066. Total valid votes 11918. 11,918. Rejected votes 115. Total votes cast 12033. 12,033.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Any cancellation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please let's know the reason
The
behind
polling unit 03 at Ward 1 was cancelled due to overvoting.
Overvoting. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, please report accordingly and make your submission. Thank you.
Government is in the northeast.
Is my name.
Okay, you are welcome, please.
Electoral Officer Ibadan, Northeast, Agugu, Ibadan.
Thank you. I'm Fakolade Olufemi Aremu.
I'm a professor of special needs education, University of Ibadan. And I'm the local government collation officer for Ibadan North East. Number of registered voters 169561. 169561. Number of accredited voters 41217. 41217. Parties now. Party A 1564. 1564. Party AA 57. Party AA 57. Party AAC 17. Party AAC 17. Party ADC 94. Party ADC 94. Party ADP 120. Party ADP 120. Party APC 8486. Party APC 8486. Party APGA 17. Party APGA 17. Party APM 18. Party APM 18. Party APP 5 Party APP 54.
Party BP. Party BP 10. Party BP 10. Party LP 61. Party LP 61. Party NNPP 138. Party NNPP 138. Party NRM
88. Party NRM 88. Party PDP 29396. Party PDP 29396. Party SDP 22. Party SDP 22. Party YPP 38. Party YPP 38. Total valid votes 40180. Total valid votes 40180. Rejected votes 1037. Rejected votes 1037. Total votes cast 41217. Total votes cast 41217.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, any cancellation?
There's no cancellation.
No. Okay, thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Ogbomoso South. Are we alright?
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is. Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Abiodun, the electoral officer for Ogbomoso South local government.
Thank you, sir. I am Dr. Abdulfatai Owodomi from the University of Ibadan. I am the collation officer for Ogbomoso South local government for the gubernatorial elections.
Thank you. You're welcome. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Number of accredited voters. Numbers of registered voters. 97,732. 97,732. 97,732. Number of accredited voters 27,949. 27,949. Result accrued to parties. Party A 961. 961. Party AA 05. Party AAC 10. Party ADC 60. Party ADP 84. APC 8257. 8,257.
I want to make your mic so that it's more louder for the speaker.
APGA 17. 17. APM 06. APP 14. 14. BP 0. LP 83 83. NNPP 58 58. NRM 37 37. NNPP 58 58. NNPP. LP 83. BP 0. LP 83. NNPP 58. NRM 37. PDP 17,693. 17693. SDP 200. YPP 07. YPP 07. 7. The issue is there. YPP 07. 7. Nope. Total valid votes 27,492. 27492. Number of rejected votes 457. 457. Total votes cast 27,949. 27949. No cancellation of votes, no violence.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Next, Ibadan South, look at government. Are we very much around? Ibadan Southeast. 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 Are we around?
My name is Pres'l, the electoral officer of Southeast.
My name is Professor Benjamin Oli of the University of Ibadan.
My name is Professor Benjamin Oli of the University of Ibadan. Number of registered voters are presenting for Ibadan Southeast local government. Number of registered voters 185,880. 185,880. Number of accredited voters 35,873. 35,873. Party scores. Party A 1846. 1846. Party AA 18. Party AAC 20. ADC 91, Party ADP 95, APC 9147, 9147, AGA 1818, APL 23, APP 19, BP 03, LP 61, NNPP 28.
Papers, taking notes of those numbers, particularly of your political party if you're one of them. And if not, and you're as a voter in Oyo State, at least you can see and you can hear some of the trajectory that's been going on. As at this moment, it's 96.67% of results from Oyo State for the governorship elections have been uploaded on iREV for you to watch. So you can just go and find out if your local government or your ward, your polling unit has been uploaded and check whether or not what they have there is exactly what it is.
Exactly. That's the idea of the iREV. So whatever you're listening to, if you have the patience, just go to iREV, manually collate. I already had that part so that you know the time. So manually pick each.
Which is what is being done right now.
Yes, pick polling unit by polling unit. Okay, it's got this. Collate it, and then you can do the math and
and compare.
Of that math, you know, there's just a thing being sure.
Better use a very good calculator. Okay, make sure you work it out. So that's the idea, so that nobody's in the dark. That's the idea of transparency in the entire process. So,
which we didn't have hitherto, not as significantly as we have it now. Well, what is going on in Oyo State at this moment is also going on in Kaduna State, going on in River State, as well as Ogun State. Well, we've also brought you that information that the electoral process is ongoing at the VGC end, somewhere in Lagos, and our correspondent Shola Shiele is right there at this time. Shola, the understanding we had was that it's supposed to start at 9. How far so far?
Well, thank you, Ayo. Yes, the process did start on time. I understand that the electoral officials were here as early as 8 a.m. and voting commenced in some of the polling units at exactly 8:30 a.m. I'm standing on the grounds of the VGC Park, and if my cameraman can pan, you would see that it's a large field. There are about 8 polling units here. I understand that about 6,000 registered voters are here, but about 5,000 of them have been accredited to vote. And voting has started in most of the polling units, 8 of them here and 2 of them outside of the VGC Park. Yesterday, the elections had been postponed because the INEC had relocated all 10 polling units outside of the VGC Park, and the residents had kicked against it, saying that this was their traditional polling unit, and they were not ready to move outside because they would be exposed to elements and dangerous persons who could hijack the process. But voting has started here, but one thing I can tell you is that the turnout is very, very low compared to what we had yesterday. It's quite scanty. It might be because some of the residents here are still in church, but we expect that some of them will still join us after the church service. But the INEC, Lagos INEC rec who was here yesterday, Shegun Agbaje, had said that whoever is on the queue as at 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. would be allowed to vote, despite anything, even though it was going to start at 8:30. If you're here, because the crowd is quite much, about 5,000 people to cast their votes, and that if you're on the queue as at 2:30 p.m., you'd be allowed to vote. We understand that during the presidential elections of February the 25th, the voting went on till about 3 a.m. and I think that was what led to the confusion, where some of the INEC officials were said to have arrived late and they wanted to leave on time, and the residents had kicked against it, saying that you came late, you can't leave at 2:30, you can't leave at 3:30 until everyone here has cast their vote. So that's the situation here. Voting is still underway in all of the polling units by now.
One of the natural concerns would be whether or not we have the same turnout of voters as you saw yesterday.
No, we don't.
I said it earlier that the turnout is really very low compared to what we had yesterday. But it might be because, like I also said earlier, some of the residents might still be in church and they plan to join us after the church service. But the turnout is really very low. I have with me one of the, I have with me the governorship candidate of the ADC, Mr. Funsho Doherty. If you're ready, I could take him so that we can get his comments on the process. He's cast his votes and he's here with me right now.
Please go ahead, Shola.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Doherty.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, Ayo, thank you very much. Mr. Doherty is right here with me. He's a candidate of the ADC. He was here yesterday and he spoke to us on Channels TV commenting about, the fact that residents couldn't vote yesterday. But you voted today.
Yes, I have.
And INEC had said that they would start at 8:30. How have you found? What time did the officials arrive? And do you find the process credible so far?
Yeah, I think they came on time. I wasn't here. I got here probably about 9:30, but we had received the message that they were here, and I think it's gone quite smoothly today. The process has been orderly, organized, and peaceful. And I think people are just coming out. The turnout is a little bit less than what we would have expected or desired. Part of that may be the fact that people are in church or what have you, and some people perhaps may be disappointed and may end up not showing up today. But generally, I expect that it will go well.
What have you heard about the other two polling units that are outside of the VGC gates?
I think they're having a similar experience. I've not had any complaints. Actually, my wife is at one of them. So what God has joined together, INEC has decided to put asunder today. But she's over there, and she seems to be going smoothly as well.
In other parts of Lagos, because you are a candidate on the ballot, what have you heard from your field soldiers who have been there? What reports have they given you about the process of voting so far?
Well, I think unfortunately we have had reports of disruptions, incidences of suppression, incidences of intimidation, and some outright disruption of voting in certain places. So I think that, and these are not sporadic or isolated incidences. There are quite a few reports that have been received from various locations. So it's quite unfortunate. We condemn it, and we think that a lot more could and should be done to ensure that this is not the order of the day. I think that it's hard to divorce some of these things from political leanings, and we are particularly interested in what the ruling party is doing to ensure that this is not the case and that it's these things are dealt with. We know that security is a national issue in some ways, but I think a lot can be done with the tone that is set by those that are in control of the governance of the state, and we call upon them to live up to that responsibility.
But as your party, the ADC, taking a decision on what to do about some of these incidents that you've had?
Those discussions and deliberations are going on, and I still spoke with the chairman late yesterday, and I'm still going to speak with him today. And as a party, we will decide on what course of action to take once all the information is in and we're able to deliberate, comprehensively, so that we don't reach hasty conclusions and make hasty decisions.
But with the process that you've observed here, can you tell us whether the outcome would be credible and whether you would accept it?
In this polling unit?
Yes, this polling unit.
No, that one I can tell you that probably that will be the case. That will probably be the case because this is a very active, engaged community, and as you can see, even including the events of yesterday, people take matters seriously. They engage with the authorities. They hold the authorities to account, and we have a constructive view of things. So I'm confident that as far as these polling units are concerned within this vicinity, we'll have a good outcome.
And you'll be satisfied with the outcome as declared by INEC?
For the most part, I believe that we will. I mean, I don't see the future, but I have no reason to believe that will not be the case.
Thank you very much,
Sure, sure.
Thank you. So you've heard the governorship candidate of the ADC, Mr. Funsho Doherty, speaking to us about the process here.
Well, Shola, we have to thank you very much, and I can also assume that with the mood that I see there, there isn't any security challenge whatsoever.
No, none at all. There are a lot of officers on ground here, security. It's like a carnival, like here actually. There's a DJ, there's food, there's music, there's drinks. It's like a party.
And Shola is not looking like...
Yes, plenty of it.
Shola, you're not even looking like you're covering an election. This is not how correspondents look in the field, by the way. You look so well put together, like nothing is happening.
Well, okay, of course, it shows that you're having fun. Who doesn't have fun listening to Fela in the background? Well, thank you very much, Shola, for
even though it's very hot and sunny.
Yeah, well, we can see that as well.
Thank you.
All right, well, we trust that, of course, you will come back home with a report. That's 10,263 results out of 13,325 results from Lagos, making 77.02% of those results have already been uploaded on iREV. The same thing, well, as is going on in Oyo State, is what you have in River State at the moment, where the collation process is ongoing. Let's take a listen.
Collated at the ward, it was only done in the local government. We were reliably informed, I was told by my LG collation agent, the entire 16 units of Ward 2 in Kwitetai was hijacked. No ward collation officer was anywhere close to the ward. In Ward 5, Kira, Ward 5 in Kira, vote was unfairly, voting was unfairly, and at about 12:15 p.m., the local government chairman invaded the entire unit in Ward 5, unit by unit, and moved away with all the from EC8A.
Can I interrupt you, please?
Yes.
Do you have this documented?
Yes, I have it.
You can forward it now. Forward it.
I did that yesterday, a few of the units and also video to the rec. I called him, and nothing was done. So I need to put this on record before everybody, because if we say we should document it here, the press will not be aware.
No.
So
after your statement,
after
your statement, after your presentation, you can bring the written documents.
Okay, I will do that. I also have video to back this up, where this snatching was going on. In Ward 8, all the unit results was hijacked. I have video of it. In Ward 10, all the unit results was also hijacked. Neither was there any collation done at the unit or ward. There was no ward collation officer. If there was, what was the name of the ward collation officer, and where was the center of the collation? This was not also done. In Ward 6, Gyoku, Bogo, and Bam, all the unit results was also taken away, precisely Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 7, and Unit 8. So if these results were not collated at the unit, which was supposed to be transmitted from the unit to the from EC8B before moving it to C, how come we're having this result? So I will advise, Mr. Returning Officer, sir, that we don't dent this beautiful result sheet that we've just collectively inspected now with this fictitious figure from the returning officer. Please, I will appeal to you that you reject this result. Thank you.
Okay, let me also let you know that it is not within my powers at this level to reject any results. Please. That is the Electoral Act. That's the Electoral Act. It is not at this level that I can reject any result. Okay? Yes? The man of red hat.
My name is Barrister Chukwu Kingsley. I am the state collection agent for PDP, People's Democratic Party. When we started, in your remarks, you gave us the procedure for the collation here. And that the procedure is the collation of results from the LGAs. To my mind, that implies that what happened at the unit stage is not our business. What happened at the ward level is not our business. Now, why I'm saying this is the gentleman from SDP has just raised objection and said you should reject the results. And I think that that is wrong because it's contrary to the procedure you read out here this morning. Thank you, sir. And I beg you to overrule that objection. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, we are not here to debate, please. The returning officer from Thai local government area has just presented his result, and observation is what as the SDP person has presented, and is making a suggestion which is above my powers here. All I needed him to do is to give me the evidence and the submission of his complaint, which I will forward to the appropriate quarters. Please. We are not arguing. We want it to be very peaceful. Yes? Yes, it's noted. It's noted. That's why I said, if... No, I said that you are going to submit it. What will I record? No, you see, let me tell you, SDP rep, let me tell you, all what you stated, I was listening. But it's for you now to prepare a report and give to me. I was listening. No. When you were making your presentation, I said I stopped you midway and I asked you, do you have your written report? Did I ask you? What did you say? I asked you, did you have your written report? You said yes. You have forwarded it to the iREV and said, do you have it here? Bring it. Bring it. You don't come to talk of such sensitive issues with math. My brain is not magnetic as that you may think. But bring your written report of what you think went wrong in that local government area. And that's all. Yes, on Black Hat.
Thank you, Prof. I'm Right Honorable Ike Oji. I represent the Accord. Thanks for letting us know the limitations of what you can do here, so I won't waste your time on that. I'm just trying to place on record the fact that our written report objecting what has happened will be submitted to you. You can't do something or nothing. Thank you.
God bless you.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. But let us also place it on Labour Party. I represent Labour Party. Comrade Frederick Nwoje is my name. It's a good thing that we are hearing for the first time that all we need to do here is to be able to do a verbal, make a report, and leave. Then at the end, the result will be submitted, taken, announcement will be made here. Even when they are aware, as they are seated, they are aware that what they are presenting is not a true reflection of what happened at LGA. What we want to do here at the end of the day is our result must be announced, a winner must be declared, they take our money, use and fight us in the courts. And that's what this agency is representing today. We are an EO that is posted in LGA, knows that the election was not held, knows that there was nothing called elections. He's coming to present a report because he knows that at the end, that man that he has reached will be declared. We are made to take our money, the remaining balance that we're meant to pay agent, to go to court and fight people that we know we never elected. It is a good thing that you're announcing it. Let the world hear. The people that we trusted, INEC that we trusted, went to an LGA and declared a party like Labour Party 13, and they're registering it. They know there was no voting. They were working with the LGA chairman. They know. And all we are doing here is to make a verbal and to make a report and submit to you. While you report it, declare result today and declare winner.
Thank you very much, Labour Party representative. Again, let me also emphasize on the process of the electoral process. Please, your comments, your observation of what took place has been made known to us. And I'm still insisting that you submit your complaint or your observation. The representative of INEC at the local government areas, at the ward areas, at the ward unit are all here, and they brought results before me here now. I was never in the field.
So, I think the man from SDP said he got a result from iREV portal. Okay. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your observation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If there is no further observation or quarrel on what the entire local government area have done, okay, please, that should be the last. We are not going to sleep here.
My names are Honorable EBA Karebo Peters, the State Collation Agent for NRM River State. Sir, with all due respect, you have made us know that if we have complaint, we have to only put it on record and submit to you. If we that represent the political parties that our results are declared in here says that we are not comfortable with what is declared and we are saying you should object it. At this point, after declaring somebody, where is our submission going to be accepted and declared to nullify what we object? That's my question.
Okay, thank you very much. Your observation, your question is noted. Normal procedures will be followed when your complaints are laid there. So we will take off from there and go to the next local government area. Let me present your result to me, please. Where's your stamp? Okay. Please sign the stamp. No.
Excuse me. Please, we are here because you made it possible for us to be here. And please, you have been well briefed and told exactly what to do. We didn't come here to quarrel and to make noise. Let's see the process through. Whatever grievances you have been told exactly what to do.
Thank you very much, Prof. The order from 40G, please give to the Secretariat so that they can document them properly. Thank you. Yeah, you can go. You. Where did the boy go for the next one?
Can you please stop this? Can you stop this, please?
Do we have a Popo Koro? Do we have a Popo Koro? Please come with your EU.
Well, that's the reports coming in from River State, and of course that process has been on for a while. Of course, the back and forth of the dialogues between the party agents and
their thoughts about the results being announced.
Yeah.
And I think that was Thai local government area.
Yeah.
a number of polling agents had a problem with that, you know, talking about how they felt the numbers there were not the numbers that were declared.
It's actually they were complaining. But the reg said that there's a channel. Here we're just collating. There's a channel properly registered, and these things are written in the electoral acts. So when you have disagreement,
well, we keep hearing that channel goes to court. Professor Abbas, you know, sometimes the court can be long, drawn. I mean, isn't there a quick solution to issues like this?
Well, I wish there was. You know, we should have a quick resolution, especially if we think the grants complained about might actually have serious impact on the results you are declaring. You know, but, you know, it then comes back to INEC. Look, if you have, as an example, 500 polling units in a state, as an example, and there is a unanimity of opinion that in 450, voting went smoothly, but in 50, you know, you had problems. If you look at the numbers of those that were affected at the end of the day, out of 500 votes, you've got 50 votes. And even if you say the total tally of those 50 votes will not affect the credibility of the 450 votes, then you shouldn't, you know, you cannot delay the result just because of that. You know, but it's a different thing when you're talking about something that is very pervasive, as an example. If you have 20 polling units and you have violence in about 14 or 15, it behoves on you as an umpire to say, look, with this kind of pervasiveness, and that's what we saw in the VGC yesterday, when they said, look, they relocated the polling unit outside the gate, and the citizens said, look, we didn't feel confident to do that because of what we experienced during the 25th February. And they postponed that election today. But as I said earlier on, I think what is important is for us to trust the system. Look, our courts are they're undercapacitated. That is the point. We could advocate, as an example, to have a distinct judicial system to try, you know, electoral issues. We have some tribunal, but again, it escalates to Court of Appeal, to Supreme Court, and this and that. But how many distinct courts are we going to have? Are we going to have one for trading? We're going to have one for divorce? We're going to have one for garage crisis and this and that. What we should be thinking about is to make our judiciary far more efficient than we have now, to make it speedy.
Backup of cases
that's what we need. Because at the end of the day, all these cases that are being complained about, some of them can actually be resolved administratively without having to bog down the court of the land with this. I think we should look into how we resource and we capacitate our judiciary.
You know, going back to some of the things that we also said before we had to come back to the studio, which, by the way, to inform you very quickly, we're still keeping our eyes on what's going on in Rivers State. As soon as there is any update, we'll go straight back there. But let's quickly bring back...
As well as other states of the country.
Yes, as well as other states. We've mentioned Kaduna and Ogun states as well. Let me quickly bring in Mr. Nwosu. You know, I mean, looking at some of the issues and contestations that have happened so far, well, particularly concerning the upload of the results. Hitherto, we only had results when they have been announced, as they have been announced right now in Rivers State. Would you say that's some progress, even though those results are being contested by some party agents?
Well, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Well, my sense of it is if these results were uploaded in real time and they correspond with what the party agents were given at the polling units, there's no issue with that. In fact, the whole essence of BVAS is that we have one on hand and another is electronically transmitted, and what is transmitted corresponds to what everybody has. Then there is no issue. But where they begin to obtain discrepancies, which is really the main contestation of various parties or contestants in this election, that's where the problematic comes. So the whole essence of BVAS is defeated if results are not uploaded in real time in the presence of the voters before whom you counted the votes, declare the numbers. Once you upload, then there's no problem. And the basis of any contestation is also erased because the entire process is transparent. The watchword there is transparency. I think somebody was discussing about trust deficit in our society. And what actually supports trust in a process is that what you are doing is visible to everybody. You know, where there is this opaqueness in the management of the figures, and people already have reasons to exercise doubt in what is happening, then it has a way of raising the political temperature. Yeah.
Well, you know, Dr. Nwosu, one other thing to consider in all of this is, I mean, even though the contestations are valid, perhaps I should ask Professor Abbas just before we let you all go, is that, I mean, the process that the collation officer and resident electoral officials of INEC were speaking to are contained in the Electoral Act, which says that there's a 7-day window for INEC to reconsider these announcements and either validate the same announcements that have been made or review the positions that they have already taken, and whether or not the people are the second leg of the updates or, you know, contestations would be at the tribunal. So how do you see that playing out, you know, in the current space?
Well, thank you, Ayo. That's a very important perspective you brought in, and I think that is where probably sometimes one feels a bit disappointed by people who not that they are complaining, not about their complaint about their grievances, which they have a right to do, but to be calling on INEC there and there to cancel, you know, the elections. The processes are there; they are marked out. INEC has within 7 days to respond or to review, and if you know you decertify, then you recourse to a tribunal. Again, that is it's a functionality of people's knowledge about the process itself. Look, we've talked back and forth about political education of the citizens.
Yeah.
A lot of citizens are not aware of what actually is contained on the Electoral Act, and that's what they're doing.
Exactly. Incidentally, some of those citizens are party agents themselves.
Precisely.
Well, so much to discuss, but we just have to let you go at this time because we have quite a lot of reports to bring to our viewers. Professor Ademola Abbas is a professor of international law and global security analyst. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Dr. Ben Nwosu, we are most grateful for your contribution. He's an iREV analyst, a senior research fellow, Institute for Development Studies, University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. Thank you so much, Dr. Nwosu, for being a part of our conversation this morning.